Good morning, people. Today I wanted to do a book review. I don't really like writing those down. They're not as fun, so I thought it'd be better to just do a video. And so I read a couple of books, and I'm gonna have to ask you questions about the next one if any of you have read it. But the first book I want to talk about is Transcending Trauma, and it's written by Frank Anderson. It's actually not a book for anyone who's interested or a beginner into learning about trauma. It's a book written for therapists, for them to, and it follows IFS. It's a system, it's an internal family system. And how it works is that, we talk about the inner child a lot. Well, this book actually breaks it down into parts. So your inner child has parts. Or your adult self has parts too. But it's basically like three parts. There's exiled parts, which are wounded parts and are buried very far. And then there's protective parts that are kind of like coping mechanisms. And there's also fighter parts, which are very reactive. And so you get to learn about them and how to work with them and how they work themselves. So I thought it was really interesting, actually, a pretty good book. The only thing I don't like about it is that they resort to medications, that are detrimental to your health when needed. And I feel like they could have spoke about natural treatments and supplements, mega supplementing and all that, but obviously he's not there yet. But the rest of the book was really good. I really liked it. I recommend it for therapists. But apart from that, it's not an easy read. But it was really interesting, and it's for people with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's cool. I learned some stuff from it that I would definitely use. But then again, I didn't like the medication part. And also, I strongly believe that we are all born in the right body. And so there's a little touch on that, which I know is very complicated when it comes to healing, because people heal at different paces. And, it takes a long time to go to the root cause. Sometimes it's very complex. So it's understandable. It just scares me a little. But apart from that, really good book. Really liked it. And then there's a second book that I wanted to read, and I was really disappointed. So it's Life Force. It's supposedly bestseller right now. It just came out. It's Tony Robbins. I really, really liked Tony Robbins. Needless to say that a lot of the people that I love that were in mental health and empowering and all that, I've been kind of disappointed with since the pandemic, because I'm like, if you're talking about mental health or, empowering people to be better, and you're not talking about the big elephant in the room, and then that the narrative doesn't make sense, it's very detrimental to our mental health, then it's kind of hard for me to still look up to them. But Tony Robbins was one of them that I was like, I guess I'm very naive, but I really liked him. And I was like, he talked about how he did a video during the pandemic about how, if you feel that something's not right, then it's not, and we should get outside and we have power and all that. So I thought, maybe they haven't bought him out. So I still liked him, and I was excited and went to buy this book, Life Force. It's his new book. And oh my God, it traumatized me. Like the first chapter I can get through, they're talking about the Pope is like all into this AI help, like artificial intelligence, and plugging us in and helping us to get better health. And it's just going further into technology instead of being like, hey, look, it's this simple. There's all this preventative care here. And so it really scared me, like with the Great Reset. I was like, ooh, maybe he's like trying to make it look like he's on our side, and then is going to pull some of us this way into believing this is okay. And I don't think this is okay. So, but I didn't read the book, and that's really rare that I do that, start a book and not finish it. Literally the first 3 pages, not the introduction, but the first 3 pages that he writes. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like Pope Francis is going to be leading the medical revolution, whatever that is to them. And it's all about being connected to AI and, you know, finding out which genes you have early on and getting things done. Instead of just like going back to the root cause and, you know, preventative natural treatments are just going further. So I was really disappointed. But if you've read this book and it gets better somehow and you have some inputs and some thoughts to share with me, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's it for today. Book review of the month of March. And I'm actually starting a new book that is called, I forget what it's called, but it's really good. It's about nutrition and natural treatments and how the body works and how we can heal naturally, which is what I love. And so I'll let you know about that one once I'm done. But I hope you all have a good day. Love you all. Bye.